Right, hey guys, it's Weston here. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Edifier MP280 Bluetooth speaker. So just like to say a massive thank you to them for sending this out to review. So now let's just jump into it. So the MP280 is a cylindrical design speaker which is made for 360-degree audio, and I will cover more about that later on in this video. So anyway, let's just take a look around the speaker. So at the front you can see we've got a strip of silicone, and on here you've got a few connections and a few options. So right at the very top we've got a series of LED lights, and that acts as your battery indicator, and that'll just let you know when your device needs charging and how much battery you've got left. You've also got 3 buttons. Again, these are finished off in silicone and they've got a nice tactile feel. One of the buttons acts as a play pause, and your other 2 are your volume and skip track buttons. Then we go further down and we've got an NFC contact point, a microphone, and a little bit of Edifier branding. Onto the top side of the speaker we've got your power button and a pairing button for Bluetooth. We've also got a little silicone hook for a carabiner clip. Then we get onto the opposing side and we've got a couple of ports. So we've got your charging port, a slot for a micro SD card, you've got a USB out because you can charge your phone, and you've also got a 3.5mm input too. So now let's talk a little bit about the tech it uses. So this uses a reflective cone structure for the 360-degree audio. And again, I'll talk more about how that affects the sound later on in the video, but it does actually work pretty well. It's got Bluetooth 4.0, which is a pretty new version of Bluetooth, and it works really well. The connection is stable, it's solid, and it goes up to 10 meters in range, which is actually pretty good, as long as you're not putting too many walls and doors in between it. Battery life, it's got a quoted of up to 10 hours. Now I only managed to achieve 8 hours and 25 minutes at 70% volume, so it's still pretty impressive. Now we get onto the little issue I'm having with this speaker, and I don't know whether it's just this unit or a problem overall, but when I was actually charging the speaker you get a little red light. Now usually this red light is supposed to go out when it's finished its charging cycle, but for some reason the light didn't go out whatsoever, and found that even after 8 hours the light was still on. So anyway, I unplugged it and checked, and it was actually fully charged, but for some reason the light didn't go out. So now we get onto my favourite part of these reviews, and that is the sound quality. So let's talk about how that 360-degree thing works. So the 360 audio is pretty impressive. You get a pretty constant experience all the way around the speaker, so that means you're not going to get a drop in quality no matter where the speaker's positioned. So you could be in the front, to the side, to the back, and you're getting a pretty consistent sound. Volume wise, even at 80% I found that it's a little bit quiet. Now I'm thinking this is probably my Xiaomi Mi 5, because I've had other Bluetooth speakers with this device and they've been a little bit quiet too, so I'm thinking it's probably that. So it might be different for you. But anyway, now to the actual quality. And the bass is pretty decent. It's got a fair amount of depth, it's got a little bit of a punch, and it doesn't suffer from horrible resonance that some other bass speakers do. The only downside is it doesn't really project overly that well, so you're not going to get a really big bass presence, but it's got a little bit, just enough to keep things interesting. The mid-range is nice and clear, detail is okay, it's fairly cool, and it's not overly vibrant, so it's not going to be a fatiguing listen. It's definitely nice and relaxing. Vocals are definitely a strong point, they project well, they've got very nice clarity, and they've got a nice tone too. So overall it is a pretty enjoyable sound, it's very relaxing, and it's just pretty nice just to chill and listen, rather than it being a really serious, intense listening speaker. It's just one of those ones that you can put next to your pool, or if you're just chilling in bed, it's just one of those that you can just relax to. And as always with my speaker reviews, I do a little bit of a sound demo just to give you an idea of what this speaker sounds like. So here that is. Right guys, so that is pretty much it for this review. So what do I think of the MP280? Well, I actually think it's a fairly decent speaker. It looks nice, it's well made, it's got some pretty decent features, the sound is okay, battery life is not too bad, even though I had that charging issue, it's still a pretty solid speaker. Now the only problem is, it's £80. And for £80 there are a lot of Bluetooth speakers out there. I don't think it does enough to stand out at this price. I think it should probably be priced a little bit cheaper to make it more competitive. But yeah, for what you get, I think it's just a little bit too expensive. I mean, we've got the Sony SRS series, priced around the same, and they offer much more features and better sound quality in my opinion. So if you just want a speaker to just chill with and listen to a bit of music casually every now and then it might be worth a look. But if you want it for a main serious listening speaker, then I'll definitely take a look elsewhere. Right guys, so that is pretty much it for this review. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Any questions, drop a comment down below. Thanks again for watching guys, and I will see you all on the very next one.